Out west, it was more of the men who made their own law, or they disregarded the laws that were in place. And Michael Feldman is a historian who wrote Inside War, which is really the definitive work on guerrilla warfare during the Civil War. And he concluded that most rural white Missourians lost a great deal during the war. Male kin, property, security, decent communal relations, all building blocks of a normal life. They had to lie and cheat and bear false witness just to survive. So how do you pack up from that and move on once the war is over? It's not easy. There were some people who tried. There were others who had lost everything, and they ended up moving away. A great many Missourians moved down to Texas immediately after the Civil War ended. And then there were those who didn't even try. They just decided to take the law into their own hands, keep doing what they had been doing. And many of those who went that route had fought under one of two men during the war. William Quantrill was one of the most notorious guerrillas of the Civil War. He was known for the massacre at Lawrence, Kansas, where he and his men slaughtered hundreds of innocent civilians simply because it was a Union town, a Union-backed town, and the Union senator liked to go there a lot. He and his men killed Union soldiers and Unionists without distinction. They did not distinguish between civilian or combat. They just kind of killed anybody who they wanted to. Quantrill himself was killed before the war ended, but his band did not disband. The other one was Bloody Bill Anderson. He was one of the most brutal guerrillas of the war. He actually started as a lieutenant under Quantrill, but he concluded that Quantrill was not vicious enough, so he broke off and had his own group. He was also killed before the war ended, and following the war, many of Anderson's men kind of banded together with Quantrill's men, and they kept their own groups.